Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you my meal prep. I just went to the grocery store, I just cleaned out my fridge, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put things away from the grocery store. Most things I just leave in the containers, but certain things like the chocolate chips that I bought and the brown sugar is going to be moved around. Then I'm going to show you how I prep things like this so they're easy to grab and snack on, and also my meal prep for the week. So it's gonna be moving around a lot. We're not gonna stick to one single recipe at a time, so I hope you guys like the video. First, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do at the sink and get started. Normally, I try to keep the meal prep as short as possible. Today, I really just wanna enjoy making these meals, so I may make one at a time. I may switch back and forth. I'm gonna do the snack stuff first and the prep, so let's go ahead and move to the sink. Okay, you guys, welcome to my sink. Here's my microphone. So first thing I'm gonna do is fill this up with water. Then I'm going to put the lid on this, put it on the stove and get it to a boil. This is going to be for my eggs. I am gonna put a pinch of salt in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Okay, now that we're back here, I'm going to go ahead and clean the grapes. So these grapes are, I don't know if you can see, let me pull you up close. These are dirty grapes. This is what you have to worry about. This is why you clean your fruits and vegetables when you get them. So, oops, I dropped a grape. Gotta make sure my dog doesn't get that. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, now that I've done this, I have large mason jars. They are 24-ounce mason jars, and I normally fill up 2 of these. We'll see, there's a lot of grapes in here. So I'm just going to take these off like this and drop them in. Okay, so here we are. We have 2 mason jars, well, 1.5 mason jars full of grapes. I will use this one first since there's not as many in it. This normally lasts me a couple of weeks. I'll use it for snacks, meals on the side, or sides for meals. Wow, couldn't get that out right. Sides for meals, and also sometimes I make a chicken salad with the grapes as well. So these will go in my fridge in a drawer. I store them this direction like this, and I can see the grapes. It's better to take them off the vine for me because they're easier to grab. I'm more likely to eat them, and putting them in this container makes them last longer than just leaving them out. So I'm gonna go put these in the fridge, and then we'll start on the next thing. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to store the chocolate chips. I've opened the container. This is an old Alfredo container, but it's really perfect for just storing stuff, and so I like to put my chocolate chips in here. Okay, so I do have a few chocolate chips left over, and that's perfectly okay. I'm going to use them for my overnight oats recipe, so it's not a big deal if I just have a few for the week. Then I just clean off the countertops here of little crumbs. So there's like that much in there. It's really not a lot. So I'll just use these first, and the rest can be stored. They'll stay fresh and they're easy to grab, and I know that they're in here. So then we can move on to the brown sugar. I always had trouble with the brown sugar going bad in these containers. So I'm just gonna shake it to the bottom here. And I like to use old salsa containers for these. It normally takes more than one. I kind of am learning still, but the brown sugar and chocolate chips last me a while, so I really don't want them to constantly be in the plastic containers where they can go bad and dry up and all of that. So I'm just gonna loosen this up. This is probably gonna make a mess. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna try to make the least amount of mess as possible. Okay, if you hear my dog growling in the background, sorry, my neighbors just got home and she's not a big fan of their dog. Ivy, please stop. Okay, so we have 2 jars of brown sugar full, and I'll use these for baking, cooking, and then the chocolate chips, all done. Again, I'm gonna leave these out for now. This will go in the trash, and that's it. Okay, you guys, so we're here working on breakfast. So I am going to be making a recipe that I found online for some peanut butter chocolate chip overnight oats. So I am going to prep one of them completely and put it in the fridge, but the other ones I'm going to prep the ingredients for and then just add the oats later on. So let's go ahead and do the first one completely. So first I'm going to need the 1 cup, which apparently I did not get out, so I have half a cup. We're going to use 1 full cup. Each one makes 2 servings. So I'm going to prep 2 tonight and 2 later, or 3 later. So we have a cup of oats. We need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is my vanilla right here. And I just dropped the lid. So we have a teaspoon of vanilla. You rinse this off. So teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of peanut flour is what it calls for. I'm just gonna use peanut butter. I know that that is different, but this is what I have, and so this is what I'm going to use. Let me grab a spatula. So I'm just gonna dig in here and grab some peanut butter. This is not a very good spatula. I need to get rid of this one. Okay, so we have the 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. Not really sure where to put this. There we go. Now we have the Greek yogurt. I haven't opened this yet. This is solely for this recipe. So we have 1/4 cup of yogurt and then 1 cup of almond milk. Okay, and then the last ingredient that we are going to add is honey. And for the honey, we're going to need 1 tablespoon of honey. Okay, now I'm going to give this a nice stir. Really combine those ingredients. The peanut butter is going to be the hardest part to kind of spread around, which is my guess why they want you to make peanut flour, but I couldn't find any at the Aldi's that I was at, and to be honest, I'm not going to go to another grocery store for one ingredient. So the last ingredient that this calls for is 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. They suggest that you add this right before you eat it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 2 tablespoons, or 1 tablespoon in this case, since it's per serving, since this makes 2, and I am going to just add it in the morning when I go to work. So this will make 2. I'm going to go ahead and prep the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to test this out. So what's going to happen is I'm going to make 2 servings now and then measure out the oats and make another 2 in the middle of the week. So this is what it ends up looking like. It's not super appetizing looking, if I'm being honest, but I know that the overnight oats are going to be delicious. So I'm going to take about half and then take the other half here. Okay, so that's all it's going to take right there. I'm going to clean this all up after I measure out. It's going to be a half a cup per container per mason jar. So I'm going to go ahead and measure these out just so I can not it's going to be one less thing for me to do later on. So now I store the oats farther away, kind of in the back. So now I don't have to get the oats out later on in the week. I can just put this away and keep this in the back. Okay guys, a lot going on. So I have cut up an onion and a zucchini, and they're in here. And then I also have a bag of frozen broccoli right here. These are gonna be my veggies for my dish. I have white rice sitting on the side. And then over here, we've got 3 very, very large, thick chicken breasts. The recipe calls for 4, but because these are so large, I'm only gonna use 3. So these are browning on each side. I'm gonna flip them over, cook them, then I'm gonna take them out and put in the vegetables with a couple cups of chicken stock and a rice, and then add taco seasoning. And then once that is cooked for about 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to put the chicken back in that I have cut up and cook the rest of the way, and that is going to be my dinner. I'm not going to show the whole process, but I did want to show you what's going on. My eggs have finished cooking. I'm going to go ahead and crack those open and put them in a container. There's 5. They're gonna be a snack per day, and that's kind of what I've got going on. Okay, you guys, here it is, my meal prep for the week. So let me just go from left to right. So as a snack, I have Rice Krispie treats right here. I'll have in the snacks, I'm not gonna necessarily have one every single day, but I do want to have them available. So Rice Krispie treats for lunch and or dinner. Like, I can mix these up. I have 5 of the zucchini, broccoli, rice chicken bowls. These are pretty healthy, honestly. They're really healthy. I have homemade bread, and the only thing that's not done is I do have bacon in the oven, and I will be making bacon sandwiches for these. So those are my 2 meals, is the chicken dish and the bacon sandwiches. This is homemade bread. I'm gonna use this for the rest of the week. For snacks, I have eggs, 1 for each day, grapes, and cheese, and cottage cheese. And then for breakfast, we have the overnight oats with chocolate chips sprinkled in. And that's my meal for the entire week. It's all done, it's all prepped. Like I said, the bread I'm obviously gonna have to cut and make sandwiches. I'm not gonna pre-make those. And then I'll have to cut the cheese if I want the cheese, or dish out the cottage cheese if I want that. And then I only have 2 of these prepped, so I'll make the other 3 at the end of the week. But other than that, my food's done for the week, and that's gonna save me so much time, so much energy, and keep me from going out to eat and keep it healthy. So there you guys go. That is my meal prep for the week. Obviously, it's not perfectly healthy. I do have Rice Krispie treats, but I wanted to kind of find the balance to help me lose the weight while still enjoying the snack foods that I love. I'm just trying to be 90% healthy to 95% healthy and 10% not healthy. So Rice Krispie treats, definitely the unhealthy item of the week. But this is gonna be nice and balanced, and when I start doing the at-home workouts and stuff, I'm hoping that I can lose weight, build muscle, and fit into my bridesmaid's dress better. I'm very excited because this was really easy. I've been working on this for 2 hours, and I even took a break to eat in between, so it doesn't take long to fix healthy meals. So go ahead and try it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'm gonna start doing my meal prep videos if you guys like. I'm gonna continue doing my grocery shopping videos, and of course my budget and weekly challenges, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!